Hello, mathematicians. Today we are going to start Chapter 1. Section 1.2 will be the first one we look at. We are going to be discussing powers and exponents. So, you probably discussed this last year in 6th grade, but just to review, if we are given 2 to the third, 2 is what we call the base, 3 is what we call the exponent. Now, the exponent tells us how many times to multiply the base by itself. Okay? So it's going to tell us, in this case, how many 2's we have. 2 to the third power tells us that we are going to have 3 2's. All right? So we write out 3 2's. 1, 2, 3. And then we multiply them together. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 to the third power is, in fact, the number 8. Okay. Now, the most common mistake is that people are going to say 2 to the third is 6. Okay? We want to always multiply those. We think that we should multiply 2 times 3. No. Okay? The 3 tells us how many 2's we're going to have lined up before we multiply. So let's try a few of these together. Directions might tell us, write each as a product and solve. Now, you should remember that product means to multiply. So write each as a multiplication problem and solve. So 2 to the fourth. Okay. Remember, the number 4 is going to tell us how many times we're going to repeat this. So we're going to repeat the number 2 4 times. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So I'm going to have 4 2's. And then I'm going to multiply them out. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Last 2, 8 times 2 is 16. Okay. So 2 to the fourth power is 16. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Let's try another one. 3 to the third power. Okay. 3 to the third power. Now, this exponent tells us how many times we're going to write the number 3. Okay. So I'm going to write the base of 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to multiply those together. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3, 27. So 3 to the third power is 27. Go ahead and try this one on your own. Write it as multiplication and then solve. Alright, now we're going to kind of go backwards a little bit, and they tell us the multiplication, the repeated multiplication over 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. We want to rewrite this using exponents. So, the number that is repeated is our base. So I'm repeating 6, so 6 is our base. Now, the number of 6's is what we call the exponent. So how many 6's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 6's. So my exponent is 4. And we always write our exponent smaller up to the right. Okay? Don't write it so it looks like 64. Make it so I can tell where 6 in our little exponent is. Number 2, 11 times 11. So 11 is the number being repeated. That is our base, our larger number. How many 11's are there? 2. So my exponent is 2. 11 squared is the same as 11 times 11.